Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Friday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. So all the beads you see here on the table, I took a picture, this little bead included, and then these 25 millimeters, the glass beads, and the raw beads. And these are the raw wood beads, unpainted wood beads. And then some of the Buddha head beads. And then I also had some of these color wood beads. So I took a picture and I asked AI to generate 5 bracelet stacks for me. So it created or designed 5 different stacks, right? So one of the stacks I'm going to go ahead and create now. So I liked all 5 of them because they were like absolutely amazingly gorgeous, but I'm going to create one now. So then I was looking at the unpainted beads and I was like, well, why can't I use unpainted beads? Is it a sin for me to use unpainted beads? And in my mind, it's like, no, it's not a sin to use unpainted beads. I mean, they're beads, they just don't have paint on them. So it's like, okay, I'm going to use them anyway. Am I going to keep what I make? I don't know, but we'll see, when I finish. So the stack that I selected, I'm not going to be adding these beads. I'm going to use these in a different design. So I'm going to start by, I'm going to go ahead, and how it turns out, I don't know. We just going to do it and see what happens. So I'm using some 1.5 millimeter cord. So we are going to go ahead and cut some. And then we just going to go ahead and get started. So I think what I want to do, instead of using some black beads, I am going to use some more of these brown wood beads that I have, these right here. So we will just put one, and then we're going to go ahead and use a Buddha head, and then we'll put another one, and then we will use another Buddha head, another brown bead, so it'll look like that. And then we'll use another Buddha head, another brown bead, and then we're going to use one of the 25 millimeter beads. I like these beads. So this is what it'll look like. So we'll use a brown bead, we'll use a Buddha head, we'll use a brown bead, we will use another Buddha head. So that's what it'll look like so far. And this is going to be a 3-piece stackable. So we did that, and then we're going to use another 25 millimeter. So far. And then we'll use one of our little small brown wood spacers. We'll use another metal Buddha head. It got that little debris in the inside. Okay, we got all that out. Another brown spacer. Another Buddha head. Another spacer. Another Buddha head. And another spacer. And then we want another one of our 25 millimeter beads. And you can see what that's going to look like, kind of like already. And then a brown spacer, Buddha head, another spacer, another Buddha head, and we might have to not put as many Buddha heads. So now we are going to go ahead and put, we're just going to go ahead and put, let me see, I think I'm going to put one more right here. And let's go ahead and put this bead on. And we might have to take a Buddha head or two off. Actually, that's real cool. Well, it's kind of big, but because it is going to be a stack, and then when I tie it, you can see what that looks like so far. So when I tie it, it's going to make it a little tight. And I'm using the 1.5 millimeter cord because I might want to keep these after I make them. So we're using 1.5 millimeter cord for these. And remember, I don't like to use a 1 millimeter because it's so thin. So this is the first bracelet. I'm going to double it again. And then we'll go ahead and cut the extra off like that. And then we're going to go ahead and pull that big knot right inside that bead. And then this is the first bracelet. I already like it. I already like it. I love the way it looks. And then, so that's what it looks like. And then we're going to work on the second one. So the second one, we are going to use the unpainted beads. We're definitely going to be using some 1.5 millimeter cord. Because as long as the beads can go through the 1.5 millimeter can go through the bead, I'm going to just use the 1.5 millimeter cord. And then that way I can make them and keep them. So we got this. We've already used that one. And then we are going to start with a Buddha head. So we're going to Buddha head it. We're going to use an unpainted bead, a Buddha head. And you know what? I'm going to probably wear the bracelet with the unpainted beads. And I'm going to do that because I want to see how they hold up. I want to see if they get dirty, if they just what happens when you wear them unpainted. And then that will tell me if in the future I want to make some more bracelets using unpainted beads, how they'll hold up. And so far, look how good that looks. And that's the only way you can really tell if something, you know, is durable. You got to actually make something, wear it, see how it holds up. And if it holds up, it's like, oh, okay, we good. All right, so we got those. More Buddha heads. Unpainted beads. And then that's how that's going to look. The colors match really well. Yeah, these all got that little debris inside. Let's see if we got some paint, some wire up here. Might as well clean them all out while we're doing it. You can probably see the little stuff falling out, the little debris. Do I got some more up here? Hold on. Okay, I think I cleaned all these out. This one's not. I might as well just go ahead and clean a bunch of them out now because I am going to use more. And I love me some Buddha head beads. Not for any particular reason other than I just like Buddha head beads. I'm not a Buddhist or anything, but I just like, I just love I love the way they look on jewelry. I just love the way they look anyway, because I got two pictures? I think I got two pictures in there. And the way that the pictures are made, they're like really big. And the Buddha head is like a sculpture inside of the frame. So, and it's gold and it's like really pretty. And when I saw them, I was like, oh my goodness, I got to get those. I just love the way that the Buddha heads be looking. And I'm not a Buddhist or anything. I don't practice, Buddhism or anything, but I just like the way they look, especially like decorations and that kind of stuff. Because people will ask you some questions like, well, if you Christian, why would you? Because I can. Like, why would you use Buddha stuff, or why would you? Well, because I can. I don't have any negative thoughts about people who practice Buddhism. I mean, that's just what they choose to do. They choose to practice Buddhism. I practice Christianity. I mean, I don't frown on anything that people be choosing to do. I mean, that's between them and the God that they serve. So it's like I don't have no problem with it just because I like Buddha heads, or I got like sculptures and different things that look like Buddha heads. I just like the way they look, depending on the style of them. Because the pictures that I have that's on the wall, I mean, they're beautiful, and the way that they sit in this real deep dark brown frame, and they're gold in color. I mean, they're beautiful. When I first saw them, I was like, oh no, I'm getting these. And I've had them forever, ever. Okay, and we got all that cleaned out. Got our little box over here for our trash. And we are going to carry on. Okay, so we got our beads. We got them all cleaned out. Go ahead with our Buddha heads. Our raw beads. I like the way this looks, just the plain color with the Buddha. And then I think we need one, let me see, yeah, maybe one more bead. Might have to put about one more. Yep, that looks really nice. And then we'll go ahead and tie it. Do two tight. We'll do one, and then two, 1, 2, and then 1, and then 2, 1, 2, and then one more 2. And then we'll go ahead and cut off the extra. And then that big nice hole, we'll go ahead and pull it in there. And I like if you're new here, because we got a lot of new subscribers, and I want to thank you for subscribing. The reason why I do it like that, to build the knot up, my thought is because it creates another layer of security. So the bigger the knot, well, the bigger the hole, the bigger the knot. So if the knot is about the same size as the hole, that means that the knot will fit inside the hole, creating like this snugness. So it'll be nice and snug in there, and that, to me, will prevent the knot from sliding out of the hole. So we got this one, and then we got this one. And tell me them don't match good together. Tell me that don't match good together. That looks amazing together. And then we got 2 more we're going to do. So it's these 2. And then the next one, let's get some cord. And then I think, let's do this one right here. We just gonna use this wood and then a piece of gold and then a gold bead. And then we're gonna get this Buddha head right here. Now all these supplies I took a picture of. And I just plugged it in and asked AI to give me 5 different designs, 5 different boho designs, bracelets, 3-piece stack. So that's that right there. And then what it did is it gave me what I asked for. Now these weren't on there. I'm just adding these on here, the little brown ones. So the bracelet that AI gave me was basically this part right here. And then it just started to gather these unpainted beads. But the beads that AI adds, they're painted beads. Or beads that are this color. Maybe bone beads or something. I don't know. But I know they're this color. And because I don't have any of those beads, I only have unpainted beads. I'm using the unpainted beads. And it is like literally a game changer because, you know, like I said in the other video, sometimes we just be, our minds just be kind of blocked and we can't think of something, you know, like to create. And then for, you know, for people that's against it, hey, better you than me. Because I'm gonna utilize every tool that I possibly can to build what it is that I'm working on building. I'm going to learn this stuff the best that I can. I'm going to utilize it the best that I can. And I'm going to just make sense of it the best that I can. So we put this in here right here. And then I already like the way that looks. You can kind of see. And then let's see. We are going to put 2 more. I think we're going to put 2 more. Okay. And then... so this would be another bracelet. This one, I'm going to turn it back around. Okay, so this would be one. And then we're going to go ahead and tie it. 1.5 millimeter cord, and I like to do 2. I'll do 1 and then I do 2, and sometimes I'll do 3, like 1, 2, 3. That means I do it wrapping the cord around there and pulling it nice and tight. And then I'll do 1. I'm going to have to learn how to do I don't even know if is that a surgical knot that I'm doing or something? I don't even know. I'm going to have to look that up and see if I'm doing a surgical knot, because I was watching a video maybe about 2 weeks ago. And the guy was doing some type of surgical knot. And I was like, okay, I think I do that. And then, so we are going to put that nice big knot in that nice big hole, nice and snug. And then, that's a nice cool bracelet. Another nice cool bracelet. And then another nice cool bracelet. And then we're going to do, I think I'm going to do 1 more that has a little bit of brown in it, because I did ask it about these color beads right here. So we'll make that one too. So this is what it gave me. It, meaning AI, generated the bracelet making idea for me. And they're along the style of what I make, boho jewelry, right? And I just really love the way these came out. So where AI is good at, you have beads. That's like these beads right here. you can only like come up with so many ideas for these beads, but when I plug them in, when I plugged a picture of these beads in with some other beads, the ideas that were generated were like amazing. I'm like, oh my God, how come I didn't come up with that? You know, and it's literally my style of jewelry making. But you know, like I said, sometimes you need a little assistance, but I really do like this. I like this. This is really nice. And that's why I went ahead and used a 1.5 millimeter cord. So I can just go ahead and keep these. Okay, so the last one, and I'm going to wear these bracelets. And remember, I'm going to wear them because they're unpainted beads. And I want to see how the unpainted beads behave. So like when I wear them, I'm going to wear them probably like to something where I will have to be in them like all day, maybe a workshop or some type of event or something that I'll go to. And I'm going to just from all day into the night type situation. And then just to see how they behave, if they stain, if they dent, like whatever happens to them, I'll know. So I'll learn the, the character and behavior of the unpainted beads. And then we're going to do the very last one. I asked for a 3-piece, but then I'm taking one of the designs from one of the 3-piece designs. So the one I'm making now didn't come from this 3-piece. It came from another 3-piece. But I like it, and I think it'll go pretty good with these right here. And basically, what it did was it gave me these beads right here. And then it gave me a Buddha head. And then it gave me another one of these beads. And then it gave me 2 of the unpainted beads. And then it gave me, another Buddha head. So it gave me another Buddha head. Or did it? No. It gave me this, I think. And then it gave me a Buddha head. And then it gave me another bead. So it came out like with 2 like that. So then it gave me 2. And then it gave me, I don't think I got any more of these brown ones, so I'm going to go ahead and just mix them. So it gave me this, and then it gave me a Buddha head. And then it gave me, this ain't one of those. We're just going to go ahead and mix them because I don't have any more. So we're just going to put this one on here. And then we'll just put 2 of these. Oops, 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 oops. 2 of these. And then 2 of those. And then we'll put 1 of these. And then, this one got a little red on it. That one has like a little red on it. So we don't want to use that. That one on there, and then we'll put this bead, and then we'll do our Buddha. We'll use another one of these beads, and we'll do 2, 2, and 1 of these beads, and I think that might be enough. So then we got that, but then I think I want to put another, let's do it on this. Well, no, if I do, yeah. I can do a Buddha head on this side, and then another one of these. Let's see, this might be enough. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And then we will go ahead and tie it down. Pull that nice and tight. And then we'll do it twice. And then we'll do 1, 2, Pull it twice, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Pull it nice and tight, and then 1. Pull that, and then 1. Nice and tight, and then we'll go ahead and cut it off. Cut it, meaning the cord. And then we will take that big knot, and you see how big that hole is? And we're going to fit that big knot right in there nice and snug. And then this is what it looks like. Really cool. I mean, really cool. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this one on first. Put this one on second. This one on third. And then we'll do that one. And this is literally what AI gave me. And it's something that I would have came up with too, but, and is it a lazy way to create? Some people might say so. I don't think so. I think it's a game changer. I think whenever you have those thoughts to create whatever it is that you want to create, go ahead and create those things. But I don't think there's anything wrong with having, utilizing AI to come up with any type of jewelry making ideas that is going to help you elevate your jewelry game. I'm just like, nope, not at all. I'm going to keep using it. And I got a really cool, a couple of softwares that I use. I know that ChatGPT is one of the most popular ones that people will use for whatever they use it for. But there are some AI softwares that are like ultra amazing. Like, what is that movie, Transformers? And is it Prime? I think his name is Prime. Is Prime like the best of the best of the best, like that, the Ultra Prime or whatever it is? So that's the type of AI that I'm utilizing, the Ultra Prime. So I want to, if I'm going to use it, I want to use the best of the best of the best that is going to give me the best of the best of ideas. So I'm really just kind of feeling my way around it. I'm really just learning it. So once I really learn it and understand the prompts, so what it is the prompts. You got to know how to put the prompts in, what to say, and it don't always come out right. So it's like you got to figure out the prompts. You got to learn how to, like what to type in, what to tell it, all this other type of stuff. But I'm learning, I'm learning and I'm doing. But this is an AI generated design. These 4 right here, I like them. I think they're really cool. And I am going to wear these myself, and I'm going to wear them myself because I want, look how cool that looks. And I could even put charms on here, but what I should have did or could have did is took a picture with some charms with all the other supplies. And what would have happened is it would have been a generated picture with these, more than likely these bracelets with charms on them. But I was like, okay, well, I don't want to add the charms. I just want to use these particular supplies and then see what comes out. And I'm really pleased what came out. I really do like these. These are really, really nice. But anyway, Darling Night for Jewelry by BDK. I hope you guys are digging the designs because I really am.